Oh, I think I see you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. You have to turn your video on.
I have. Okay. Alright. Hold on, let me get it set up. Is that better? We good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't have any of this social media stuff. It's a little choppy. Can you hear me?
That?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see if I can like turn up your volume a little bit. Alright. Hey man, what's going on?
Too much, man. It's late here. It's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I was surprised you were even up to get those. I tried emailing you yesterday, but I guess the file was too large and it didn't send to you. And I didn't realize that until you messaged me on YouTube.
Mm.
Then I tried again. But did you did get the file though, right? Eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You,
cool. So
you. The claim of life that you hold is written fiction.
is what? I'm sorry.
The claim of life that you currently hold it's written in fiction.
Well, that's strange to me because David Wynn Miller did mine personally. So if there's errors there, then I would claim to be a
Yeah, that's
student. So can you
yeah, that's the issue.
that's the issue?
Yeah, that's the issue. That is the issue because there's prefix modification, which is I don't know how well versed in it you are, but
Oh,
it seems to me like
I'm a 20-year plus
that.
student. I'm a 20-year plus student, man. Oh, what do you want me to refer to you as, by the way?
Now is 11 o'clock, 29th of August
Yeah, just
2021.
Jason's fine.
Jason? Yeah, you can refer to me as Steven. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, that's surprising to me because like I don't mean to insult you or anything, but you're kind of difficult to find.
Yeah, no, a lot of people say that.
Well, it's hard for us who are actually trying, to get to the truth, and that's all I've been
mm,
like searching for. So
yeah,
well, do you have an example? Can you email me an example of a correct life claim?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. If I
But
can
the
get it in,
ones that are all what's that?
oh, I was gonna say if I can get it in Word form, that'd be best. But if I need it in PDF, I could retype it too. It's all up to whatever's available.
Mm. Yeah, I just need you to, if you're 20 years in the making, right, you don't need me to tell you the order of operations.
Right, but what are you going by then? I would agree with that.
Yeah,
Like, what's your
exactly.
book?
So if you take a look at your claim of life, right, the one you've got there, it's the prepositional phrases may start with for, and then it jumps entire order of operations and the by the. So there's no math claim there. There's no mathematics.
Okay, well, send me a sample so I know where I'm going wrong. Because, like I said, I was a personal student of David Wynn Miller. and I've read all. I have all the grammar rules and stuff, and I was pretty sure mine was on point.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that David Wynn
Mm.
Miller wrote his wrong?
David Wynn Miller personally, my uncle Bob Greaves personally knew David as well, and so that's why I'm so well versed in it myself. But regardless of any of that, the sentence structure speaks for itself, and I've said it time and time again to people, especially the PhDs claim the lives that you showed me. I can send you a syntax highlighter which highlights the syntax, and you can see the first location one, the sentence one. It clear there's the misuse of adjectives and misuse of verbs in that sentence itself, and that's just one crumb or one little piece of information that's wrong with it.
All right.
You
Well,
have
that's why I'm
you
gonna
have
need to see your.
prefixes being
That's why I'm gonna need to see a sample.
yeah,
Because obviously, because I
exactly.
have
But
the
like I said on
book.
the email and told you,
Okay, yeah, just email your.
but you can't use the word in any condition because it's negative. So when you have the word within, in is being used as a suffix, which is modifying the word with,
And
which
you
is
know,
the lodial
and yeah,
or position.
I can agree with that actually. But the thing was is that David Wynn Miller was the one who did this, and so I didn't want to change it from his view, even though I saw this other information. I know what you're talking about. I have stopped using that sense.
Hmm. The only thing that I do is stop and correct.
Oh, I agree. That's why I'm
And,
trying to make contact with you. That is actually your responsibility if you are who you claim you are.
yeah.
And and
So
right, but I don't think any of. Are you saying that all of these wrong ones are null and void?
every single one of them is, yeah.
Well then,
Unfortunately,
I mean, how would they get refiled?
they'd have to reclaim with another claim of lie, correct? In with the math order of operations, and it's quite frustrating because David did this to you, and Russell is doing this to people, and Russell is just is just a cog in the chain. Now, I disqualified him on the 28th of July, and
Yeah, I saw
we're
that, and I
more than a year
appreciate
and one
that.
day on now, and still not.
Yeah, I saw
Mm,
that, and I appreciate that. And yeah, but the thing is that I put a lot of sweat equity into my quo warranto claims, and for for it to be like null and void is just that's just a no go, man. Because if it was done like under the people who were teaching it at that time, I mean the all the ones that were
mm-hmm.
already done need to be grandfathered in. There's no other fair way to do that.
But yeah, that's true, and it's a big issue, and a lot of people who are coming through from most of the people and the claimants who come through are like I think it's 82% the last time I looked a couple of nights ago are from the States. And it's a good thing because the information is getting out. Maybe it's slow at the moment, but like the information is getting out, and unfortunately, you've been lied to, and the lie is a big lie, and it's kind of sad in the same respect, but it, it's just what they did. So
Well, I
I'm in a
understand that.
position now. I have full.
Right, and you're here to like
Uh,
fix. You're here to fix it all. If that's my understanding.
oh yeah. I've been doing it for the past 18 months. I've been
Absolutely.
fixing it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you
Um.
aboard. I like your
Currently,
passion. Like I mean, you came off kind of headstrong, but I did like your passion. there's just no reason to call me a
Yeah,
liar about the
yeah. It's
NFT
like
though.
What's that, mate?
I was just saying, there's no reason to call me a liar on the NFT though. Like, I went to the Ethereum one to claim it because no one had claimed it on the blockchains yet. And the exact reason was because Russell Gould and Mark Christopher have continuously. I've known them for a while now, and I used to be in contact with them, but they've cut me off a long time ago, and so now they're just sitting here ignoring all of it. So I
Yeah,
claim.
we will, especially Russell J. Gould, because his contracts have been suspended from last year, so you won't hear nothing of that guy.
Right. No, I agree. I agree. And that was why I made the YouTube videos in the first place. I apologize if you were misled in any way. I tried to make it very clear that I don't claim any salvage claim on the Title 4 flag itself. I just claimed it on the blockchain.
Yeah, I totally understood what you were saying, but what I was trying to get across was the position wasn't there to claim. Like, your position already is starting off in a negative position with the claims that you have. They're not a positive performing contract. Like,
Well, at least I reserved the image and stuff on the blockchain itself. I mean, if we want to fix the position of it, that's all fine and dandy. But
mm,
as far as it goes on the blockchain, that I went through the the smart contracts on the blockchain. You know, it's all associated with my
mm,
e-wallet and stuff like that. So, I mean, like I
yeah,
said, I'm not claiming responsibility because he who holds the flag is the one who has the fiduciary responsibility to settle claims made against it.
yeah,
My biggest point
mm,
is that I have two separate quo warrantos filed under the Title 4 flag. And these were filed way before the 2020. These are like from like, I mean, I think they go back to like 2013. And
mm,
they're sitting on the dockets as we like speak.
mm.
And so are
But
you
but look, you inspect your documents. So, like, I went through every file you sent me, and I just got to the claim of life, which foundation claim to go forward.
what?
And just doing that negates everything going forward.
Right. Okay. I mean that's fine. But I mean, do you got like a team of people going on doing stuff? Because I know my files are a big file. I've been like I said, I've been doing this a long time.
Mm.
My point is that
Yeah,
you
my team is. I have a massive team. Yeah.
cool. For one, I would like to go ahead and request a position on that team. Like I have no problem if you because I believe you that you have the salvage claim. I looked some of that stuff up before we started, and so like that's all fine if you want to be the commander in chief. Well, I guess you are because you have the claim like that. I'm not questioning that. What I want is I want everything
Yeah.
filed. I want everything to start going. I want it to be like a
Yeah.
smooth
Yeah.
running ship.
Mm.
Because like I said, like I
There's,
don't.
there's a lot of like shit in the group that I sent that I the link I sent you. Try your best to get into that, and and this one as well on here. The Telegram group. I'll send you that one, and you'll see the documents and the story behind it, and not just the story, just everything in general that's been happening, and just try and bring yourself up to speed with what is this the huge
Right, but
absolute thing. You just
I
won't.
I guess my question is that you are going to claim you're going to go ahead and claim that that you have the ability to settle these contracts.
Yeah, I have full tax man in control of all bonds and securities.
Okay, and then what bank are you using?
What's that?
What bank are you using?
I'm currently using a bank called Wise, who are contracted with me. Details over to you as well.
Okay, okay, cool. And then your post office, your postal bank and position, what that I could mail these things to, are also you give me that information as well.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
All you
I
have to
mean,
do,
that's super
literally, if
important
you put my name into Google or my address into Google, you'll see the commanding officer. So
on your. Oh, you're saying it's on the YouTube?
it's on Google. If you type in on Google, I'll send the address or the link or whatnot, and you'll see the registered post office address, etc. So what you're doing,
What's up? It's
oh no,
yeah, it's really choppy.
so anyway, breaking, breaking up.
Yeah, I know it's getting really choppy.
Mm.
I do think I got your email though. Oh no, that wasn't you. Yeah, no, I don't have your email yet. I'll refresh it.
Mm. Like I say, it's past 5 a.m. up early anyway. Um, and yeah, just join the group or whatnot, and I'll help you in securing things if you got that.
Okay, that's perfect. And so uh, your your bank is going to have the ability to settle claims of these natures of the nature, right?
Yeah, it's already they're already doing it, mate. So it's just a matter of just fixing the claim, and taking what course of action is necessary. But that's not a
Absolutely,
problem.
absolutely. Have you ever dealt with a quo warranto before?
I've dealt with a few, yeah. A It is. I have the United States fleet and the UK fleet on a 2.5 year mission for nations with the new United Nations Peace and Equality Treaty, along with the old Postmaster General with Queen Elizabeth. She's had her she's been removed from office, and all the obligations of the office has been moved over to me under postal acts that they had to follow through corporations. So it's all.
Well,
Uh,
I'll definitely check all that stuff out. And
yeah, sure.
but yeah, but so we got the NFT idea settled then, right?
Yeah.
Because you came at me pretty strong,
I'll
and
help
I
you
want
out
to
with
make
it.
sure that we've reached a an understanding.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, and are we are when I say we, I now mean your group. I think you called it the Blue Thumb Club. Um, are we
Mm-hmm.
um are we trying to establish a our own blockchain?
You yourself.
No. I'm not saying. Well, I'm just including us in the group, myself in the group. But like, has there been
Um,
any talks of creating our own blockchain and cryptocurrency so we could back up some of our claims and so they would have like weight.
Um, there is, but I'll have to go into it another time. It's I can't just mention it out in brief, but it's to do with it's in brief. There was a gold law claim, 18-page document tying all universal postal member states to it, and that went through on the 7th of June, I think, and document is available to it, but yeah, it's an 18-page document that ties it all together. But it the money or the contracts and that I wrote in correct sentence structure are backed by gold, so it's all been mineralized. It's not digitalized currency. It's actually mineralized. So
Well, yeah, I understand that, but okay, I was just asking, because I mean, as the internet moves more towards blockchain, I mean, for us to continue to hold our positions, it's going to be more and more important to adapt to technology. At least in my opinion.
what happens if you have a geo storm and it knocks out all communications? You ain't going to be able to access your digital currency.
Well, I agree with that. I understand that too, and which is
Mm.
why we
And
gotta do paper
and in the
first.
past 2 months, what's that?
That's why we gotta do paper first. But I mean, um, so well, I mean, I'm still waiting for this to refresh here for this. I guess it's going slow because we have this other thing going on. But I'll check out your information. But yeah, if you want to send me all the documentations that you have, so I can kind of learn how your words and styles of how you're writing, because like I said, the stuff that anything that comes, I agree with you on Russell J. Gould. That like anything he's did after Miller, after he divorced Miller, basically. I mean, I don't think we need to worry about that. But everything that was done by David Wynn Miller specifically, like that, it needs to get to a point to where it can all reach closure. Because a lot of people pay
See
a lot of
the
money
math.
for this.
The math claims of David and the order of operations um, are what I do. But seeing David's work on paper, it's night and day. They don't add up. They don't they
And I kind of thought
on
that
his work.
when I was learning. Like I can agree with you, but we can't just. I don't. We just can't have people. We just can't have all those claims null and void. They have to be refiled. You know what I mean? Because like if we were taught by the person who created it in the first place wrong, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. It'd be like if someone. It'd be like people using your document and your standard, and then someone else coming along later saying, "Oh, there's an error here, here, and here." So now they don't. None of them work. We'll never get any footing if we don't have a premise.
But if that was to happen, then there's 48 days for the continuation of evidence to stop it. Correct?
Right, I understand, but we're talking about things that happened years ago, and nobody stopped and correct anything that I've done. You were the first person to stop and correct any claim thus far.
I apologize.
You know what I mean, though?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see where me and people like me are gonna come from. I mean, if we're going to be taken seriously, then we're going to have to incorporate everybody, regardless of who they were taught from. If somebody's trying, is what I'm getting at. If somebody shows that they're trying, you know, it's our job to correct those things. Because the captain, the leader, has the fiduciary responsibility not to hide the truth. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
when it comes down to it, it's not the student's fault that there was misteachings. It's the person in charge. Would you agree with that? So
Yeah, I agree with that.
so if you're taking over now, then that means that it would be your responsibility to take charge of this and correct these documents. We don't just push it back on other people and say, "Oh, you have this wrong, therefore it's null and void." Not if they're trying to correct and seek studentship. Like with someone like
I
Mark,
agree.
does that make sense?
I agree. Yeah.
And then, like someone like Mark Christopher or Russell J. Gould, there, like I mean, like I said, they're going on their own thing. They both claim to be global postmasters. They both have all their claims, and so with someone in those who are claiming to be teachers, we can treat them a little bit differently. We could be like, okay, yes, you guys are null and void. But as far as students who are doing it would be up to our group here to fix it and get these things back to closure. I mean, we're going to have postal courts because the United States, in my case, is in violation of a treaty.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're not saying that the paperwork that I did all those years ago when I was doing this with the United States is null and void in comparison with the United States. Am I correct in saying that?
The what I'm saying is from what I've seen, it's not in the correct order of operations, so I can't physically correct when it's not. Because just from like the word the used, it's conditioning negativity, and I don't understand why the documents have been written that way when the order of operations clearly tell you to write it a certain way, like forwards and backwards. The math claims are there by David, but David chose to write an opposite way to his own math claims. It's contradictory.
Right, but it's the duty of whoever holds the flag to correct those. I think you agreed to that before.
Of course.
Right. Yes, because
Yeah,
that makes sense. If you have that, if you have the power, you have the responsibility. So the fact that it was presented in good faith. Now, while the United States, when they were
yeah,
versing me, had no attempt and are in bad faith.
mm,
You would agree with that?
yeah, yeah,
Because they just, I
yeah, I
mean,
do, yeah.
they ran their game and ignored as much as they could. And
Mm.
I went and syntaxed all their
So,
documents. And you'll see that as you go through, or your team goes through the quo warranto. So I'm just making sure that the quo warranto is it's not null and void.
let's go through it together tomorrow. Or I don't. What time is it there? About 5 hours behind, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm at about 11:30, 11:25 p.m. Yeah, I'm about to go
Oh,
into
is
bed.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, 6 hours in. Well, are you a bit further than Florida then?
I'm sorry.
Where about are you? 'Cause I used to live in Florida.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I'm originally from Jacksonville, but right now I'm living in
Yeah.
Kansas.
All right. Yeah. 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 Let's pick up on it tomorrow at some point. Just fire me a message or whenever you're available. I'll see if I'm available. And we'll go through the document together. It's yeah.
It's a long one,
I'm
buddy.
a bit tired.
Yeah, I
So
understand. Well, thanks for chatting with me, and I'm glad we cleared things up.
yeah. No worries. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, take care.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Yeah. Speak to you soon.
All right. Take care.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye.